We are at the magnificent Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, to talk about the Resource Center of Somerset's annual fundraising event, For Love. I'm with Veronica Finlay, Development Director. Veronica, can you tell me about For Love? What is it and what is it to do?
For Love is one of our major fundraisers at the Resource Center of Somerset. We've been holding it now for 22 years. So we just have a wonderful group of supporters, and they come on out every year and have a wonderful day on the golf course. And this year we'll be here at Trump National.
What is the date that you're having this event?
The event will take place on July 20th. Registration is at 11, and then we have a shotgun start at 12:30. We have wonderful prizes for all of our guests and goodie bags, and we'll do things like closest to the pin, longest drive. We'll have a hole-in-one car, so there'll be a lot of exciting things when they're out there playing.
Wonderful. And can you tell me how important the For Love event is for the Resource Center of Somerset?
Well, when you consider that we have to raise approximately 50% of all the funding that we need to provide the services with, that's about $800,000. So this golf outing is extremely important to us with the funds that we raise that we can then apply towards the services and programs that we provide at the Resource Center of Somerset.
Wonderful. And what can anyone do to also support the center? Where can they go? How can they register for this event? And how else can they also support the event?
They can go on our website, which is www.resourcecenterofsomerset.org, and they'll see right on our homepage how they can register for the event. They can just click on it and register. They can play as a foursome, they could play as an individual, a twosome, or if they just want to join us for dinner, we would welcome them at dinner. The dinners here are fabulous, so that'll be a nice evening as well.
It's a beautiful environment to just come out and just spend a day, much less help and support a center that is so important to the community. Is there anything else you'd like to let me know about anything that you are doing, or that how anybody can also support coming into the center and that day? Can they do anything additionally?
Additionally, well, if they would like to join us at some of our other events, we do have other events as well. But that particular day, if they just want to come and bring some friends, try and encourage other people to join you. And the more people we have, obviously we'll do a little bit better at the outing, and that's what we need. We need a good showing of folks so that we can really make a difference with what we raise at this event.
Okay, so July 20th, which is a Monday, I believe?
That's correct.
Please go to the Resource Center of Somerset.org to register for this event. Veronica, I want to thank you very much for giving me the information to get it out to the public. This is Dana with Nonprofit TV. Veronica, tell me about the day of the event. I know that you have a sponsor, first of all. Can you tell me a little bit about them and how long they've been with you?
PVH has been a long-term sponsor for the Resource Center of Somerset. Every year they bring in several foursomes for the event. They are our premier sponsor. And they also provide the goodie bags and everything that's in them. And we have some marvelous goodie bags thanks to PVH. They're a long time supporter, and they're just wonderful.
And they'll be out here on the field as well. I believe we saw some of them last year.
Yes,
so.
they definitely come out here. They participate. They're wonderful. You'll see them when you come in for dinner as well. And we have a lot of other partners who sponsored the event, and we're looking for new partners every year. They could sponsor anything from a tea sign, or they can be one of the Lunch at the Turn sponsors. There are so many different sponsorship opportunities at a variety of levels. There really is something for everyone if they want to come out and be a part of this and really help the Resource Center.
I saw on your website that you had it broken down in foursomes and twosomes, and so basically anybody can come out and take a look. There was quite a nice list on your website in terms of what they could pick and choose.
Definitely. I encourage people, take a look at our website, see what fits best for your needs, and if you'd like just a tea sign, that would be fantastic. If you want to do more and be part of one of our major sponsors, that would be wonderful. Any support we can get from the community is greatly appreciated.
And whether you're a golfer or you're not a golfer, there are two courses here that they get to roam
Exactly.
about, correct?
That's one of the beauties of playing at Trump. We can accommodate a large number of golfers, and that was what people really raved about last year when we had the event here, was that there was no holdup. They could go out, they could play, they could relax, and there wasn't someone breathing down their necks from behind. So that is the beauty of having the two courses here, and one reason why we came back. It's just fabulous. Everything about this venue is just perfect. From the course itself, courses are both fantastic, and then the
And you have a shotgun start at what, 12:30?
12:30, that's correct. Registration's at 11. They'll get a name tag that comes with their bag when they arrive. They'll get their goodie bag. They have access to the putting green as well as the driving range, so they have plenty of time to warm up and get ready to go out there and just enjoy a wonderful day.
They get carts and caddies too.
That's true.
So wonderful. Is there anything else you need to share about that particular day?
It's just going to be wonderful, so I invite everyone who can, and even if you're not a golfer, just come for dinner.
And
Join
they'll
us
wrap for dinner. What time does dinner start?
Dinner should be about 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Once the golfers come off the course, and it's a wonderful dinner.
Okay, so they will go to resourcecenterofsomerset.org to register, or where would they call if they want to call by phone?
They could call me, Veronica Finlay, and my phone number is 908-359-0003, extension 223. I'd be happy to address any questions that people might have.
Terrific. Please join us July 20th on the golf course. We are at the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, and I am with Christine Schomburg, the director of the Resource Center of Somerset in Somerset, New Jersey.
Our office is in Hillsborough, but we serve everyone in Somerset County.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about the event that's coming up, and then we'll talk a little bit about your resource center.
Yeah, For Love is our annual golf outing. This is the second year straight that we're doing it at Trump National. We're really grateful for them as our host again. We'll have 2 courses open for our golfers, so they'll get the normal rate of play, no scramble or shamble, a full golf. And it's a great event, a lot of fun.
When is the actual event?
July 20th at 11 a.m.
Okay, so it's a full day here, and this For Love, can you tell me a little bit about how important this is as your fundraiser?
Very important. We do receive about 50% of our funding from the government, county, state, and federal. The rest of our funding we do need to raise, and we count on our supporters here in Somerset County year after year to come out and play golf and help us raise money and awareness about domestic violence and the prevalence of it, even in Somerset County.
How does your resource center actually serve the community?
Well, we have quite a few programs. We have outpatient counseling for domestic violence victims. We like to call them survivors, though, and their children. We have group and individual counseling. We have art therapy, play therapy, music therapy for our kids. We have a legal advocacy team that provides assistance and guidance to survivors who are going for a final restraining order in court. So every Thursday we're in Somerset County Court, where there's anywhere between 20 and 40 cases every week of domestic violence final restraining order hearings. And we are not lawyers, so we do not provide legal advice. We make sure that the survivors understand, though, the process, what their rights are. We safety plan with them in case they are not coming into shelter. If they are coming into, we let them know about our shelter services, and we also let them know about our counseling services as well.
If someone is in trouble and really needs help and doesn't know where to go and is afraid, because when you are in a state, you are afraid, how do they reach you? What is the best way for them to reach you, and what can they expect when they make first contact with you?
Well, we have a 24-hour hotline, and they can expect a kind voice on the other end, and somebody who is there to listen, talk about the help that's out there. We have victims and survivors calling. We also have family members. We have friends calling. We have colleagues who are suspecting that there's something wrong with someone they work with that call us, and we give them advice. If it's a survivor or a victim that's calling us for help, we We do an intake screening for counseling services and or residential services. We have an emergency safe house. It has 15 beds. It's for women and children. We have an arrangement with a local hotel for men who are victims and need shelter. And then we have transitional apartments as well, where families who are getting back on their feet and really close to that financial independence can stay for about 18 months and build up a nest egg for sustainable, healthy living moving forward.
What about the teen group?
Yeah, the teen.
How do we help the teens that are out there?
Yeah, we have some teens in counseling, but I realized that last year we only received one phone call from teenagers under the age of 18. Very disturbing. Most often, domestic violence and starts as dating abuse between ages 12 and 18. Mm-hmm. It's a huge problem. Veronica, one of our staff members, actually just did a presentation in a school, and a teenager came up to her to ask her what she should do. The captain of the football team was her boyfriend, and he didn't want to let her go, and he was abusing her, and she had nowhere to turn. But as a mom of teens, I know that teenagers don't talk on the phone anymore. So we were very fortunate. A member of our community, Steve Levin, just installed equipment so that we can begin text messaging with our hotline, which is wonderful. We're so
You're right
excited.
In the pocket.
Yeah, and we're actually going to bring the teens in to do the marketing and outreach campaign to their peers. So we're going to have them design the posters that will go into school, create the messaging for this. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to pretend to be cool enough to figure out what teens want to hear and what they're going to listen to. So we're going to have them help us come up with the best messaging to make their peers feel welcome in reaching out to us and getting help, and hopefully prevention too. So we want to expand this hotline service to not just help people in crisis, but we want teens to be able to talk about healthy relationships and ask for advice for themselves or for a sibling, for a friend. So we're really excited about that.
So where do they go? Can they go online? Do they call? They can call, but where can they find information on your resource center?
Online, you would go to www.resourcecenterofsomerset.org.
Okay, great. Is there anything else you'd like to share about not only this event that also helps bring in the funding for this, but also anything additional?
Sure. People have been hearing a lot lately about our need for a residential children's advocate. I'd love to, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this the night of the outing. We don't have anyone in our emergency shelter to work directly with the children. The kids come in very often in the middle of the night with nothing on their backs, and a mom who's been seriously traumatized. The kids are usually witnesses to that. Very often they're also the victims of abuse as well, sometimes sexual abuse. Really, really difficult cases that come into our shelter. So they're pulled away from their friends, their neighborhood, their schools, their activities, their pets sometimes. And often the abuser is a parent, so they're losing that parent as well. It's a really difficult time. They're moving into a communal living, 5-bedroom house shared by 7 families very often. We need someone to work directly with these kids to help transition them into school. If they have special needs, make sure that they're attended to. Tutoring, getting them into after-school activities. If they're in preschool, getting them into a preschool, into daycare, so that mom can do the work she needs to do to recover, and these kids can get a little bit of normalcy. And that's to get out of the shelter in a safe way, doing things that kids should be doing.
Right. Well, Christine, thank you so very much for giving me the honor of speaking to you directly to find out more about your resource center. And please come out and help support the center this July 20th at the Trump National Golf Club. We'd like to thank Gitano Beauty Salon located in Raritan, New Jersey for the funding of this promo. Veronica?
It is very generous of them to provide us the support that we needed to make this promo happen, and also they'll be filming. They've also sponsored the filming of the event itself. So we greatly appreciate their sponsorship, and we couldn't do half the things we do at the Resource Center without generous sponsors like Gitanos.
Thank you, Gitanos.